Welcome to our special video where we will uncover a shocking secret from Suri Cruise herself, the daughter of one of Hollywood's biggest mysteries. Having just turned 18 years old, Suri Cruise decided to break her long silence and make revelations that not only confirm the rumors that have haunted her for many years, but also reveal an even more shocking truth. Again, this information can completely change the way you view the relationship between Suri and her father, Tom Cruise, a character who is always shrouded in mysterious rumors and controversial stories. From broken relationships to speculations about controversial beliefs, these stories have constantly sparked public curiosity. Now, as Suri enters adulthood, her choices and words begin to unravel long-held mysteries. Stay with us to uncover the truth behind the spotlight and find out what has been hidden all this time. Suri Cruise, special birthday and cultural connections. Suri Cruise was born on April 18, 2006 at St. John in Santa Monica, California. This date is not a coincidence. It marked the one-year anniversary of the day her parents, Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, went on their first date. This is an important milestone, opening up a period of Suri's childhood under the curious eyes of the whole world. As the daughter of a powerful couple, Suri immediately became the center of media attention in the mid-2000s. Tom Cruise, then at the peak of his career, and Katie Holmes, best known for her role on Dawson's Creek, has sparked great public interest, making Suri's birthday a notable event. An interesting element of Suri's story is the fact that she shares a birthday with another famous child. Greer Henchy, daughter of actress Brooke Shields and producer Chris Henchy, was also born in the same year. Hospital. This coincidence is not only curious but also has a deeper meaning. Just 3 years before Suri was born, Tom Cruise publicly criticized Brooke Shields for her use of antidepressants after giving birth to her first child, Rowan. Cruise, as a devout scientist, condemned psychiatric treatments, especially for the postpartum depression Shields experienced. This led to a heated argument between Cruise and Shields, with the public and media enthusiastically covering the feud. The coincidence of their children's birth dates adds irony to their story, but also reflects a significant step forward in their relationship. Later, Brooke Shields attended the wedding of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes, an event that showed their reconciliation. Perhaps becoming a parent has helped heal old wounds. Suri's name, carefully chosen by her parents, was announced via a press release explaining that the name has a unique multicultural meaning. In Persian, Suri means red rose, a symbol of beauty and love, while in Hebrew it means princess, a title reflecting nobility and sophistication. The layered meaning of her name reflects the mix of cultures and influences that her parents wanted to honor, reflecting their desire to give their daughter a name that was both deeply meaningful and unique. Suri Cruise. Family differences and relationships with siblings. Suri Cruise is not Tom Cruise's only child. She has two older half-siblings, Isabella Jane Cruise and Connor Anthony Cruise, whom Tom adopted with his second wife, actress Nicole Kidman. Isabella and Connor, born in the early 1990s, were raised primarily by Tom after he and Kidman divorced in 2001. Throughout their adulthood, Isabella and Connor were deeply involved in the Church of Scientology, a religion that Tom Cruise deeply respects. On the contrary, Suri is Tom's biological daughter with his third wife, Katie Holmes. While Isabella and Connor were raised within the Church of Scientology, Suri was raised outside the religion. This difference in religious upbringing created a distinct gap between Suri and her half-siblings. Speculation about Suri's relationship with Isabella and Connor has increased, especially since Tom's divorce from Katie Holmes has led to many questions about Suri's relationship with her two half-siblings. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes' wedding, the big event and the hidden aspects. The marriage of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes on November 18, 2006 was a grand affair. held at the opulent Odescalchi Castle in Bracciano, Italy, overlooking Lake Serene near Rome. The ceremony was not only steeped in Scientology tradition but was also a captivating spectacle with celebrities in attendance such as David and Victoria Beckham, Jennifer Lopez, and Mark Anthony, as well as Will and Jada Pinkett Smith and Brooke Shields. The fairy tale setting of the Century Castle, with its rich history and stunning scenery, created the perfect backdrop for one of the most talked-about weddings of the decade. However, behind the charm of the ceremony, there is also a practical aspect worth noting. The couple performed a civil ceremony in Los Angeles just the day before to ensure their marriage was recognized under the law. The Italian celebration, while lavish, symbolic, and replete with ritual and religion, was organized according to the rules of the Church of Scientology, a non-negotiable element for Tom Cruise. Tom's devotion to the Church of Scientology has profoundly influenced every aspect of his life, including his marriage to Katie Holmes. The fact that Katie, a Catholic, immersed herself in Scientology before getting married has sparked curiosity and concern about the religion's influence on their relationship. Katie Holmes and Suri Cruise, a loving and protective upbringing. As Suri Cruise was growing up, her mother, Katie Holmes, worked tirelessly to shield her from media attention, while still allowing her to experience the world around her. Raised in the vibrant cultural environment of New York City, Suri was encouraged to pursue her interests, especially in the field of art. Her love for Broadway and dance is evident in the fact that Holmes frequently accompanies her to shows, while ensuring that Suri has the best opportunity to nurture her passion. Katie Holmes has deftly struck a balance between protecting her daughter's privacy and allowing the public a glimpse into their family life. She rarely shares personal information or photos on social media. When they do, it's usually just moments of nostalgia for the past or commemorations of special events. This approach reflects Holmes's view of giving Suri as normal a life as possible, despite her unique circumstances. In interviews, Holmes has consistently emphasized her dedication to Suri's happiness, considering it a top priority. During an appearance on The Today Show in 2014, Katie Holmes spoke candidly about her role as a mother, emphasizing that the most important thing for her was to let Suri know she was proud of her. "What my daughter is like and Suri's achievements mean a lot." These words demonstrate Holmes's deep commitment to raising Suri with support and love, while maintaining a sense of normalcy despite being constantly surrounded by public attention. Katie Holmes reflected on how motherhood changed her life in a November 2014 cover story. She shared that motherhood taught her patience and forgiveness, and helped shape her personality. Holmes tries to set a positive example for Suri by demonstrating values such as kindness, perseverance, and integrity in both small, everyday actions and larger life decisions. One of the biggest challenges Holmes faces is public scrutiny about Suri's upbringing. Still, she created a stable, nurturing environment for her daughter, ensuring that Suri's childhood included normal experiences such as going to school, making friends, and pursuing interests without the distractions of family fame. The relationship between Katie Holmes and Suri Cruise is a clear example of deep affection and understanding. Holmes often described the close relationship they shared through their frequent outings together in New York. Their shared love for art and their days out together were frequently documented by paparazzi. Holmes's dedication to being a present and supportive mother is clear. It is this dedication that has helped her protect her children from the more harmful aspects of fame. Suri Cruise's childhood has attracted ongoing public curiosity, largely due to her father, Tom Cruise's deep ties to the Church of Scientology and Suri's role in this story. Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes' shocking divorce. The relationship between Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes has been severely affected by media attention to their connection to the Church of Scientology. The intense public scrutiny surrounding this controversial religion has sparked speculation that religion may have been the main cause of the couple's eventual divorce, while also creating concerns about how the church's influence could shape Suri's future. Tom Cruise's deep devotion to Scientology is no secret, and his life has been closely intertwined with the teachings of this church. When Cruise and Holmes married in 2006, many people assumed that Suri would be raised in the religious environment of the church, following in her father's footsteps. However, this assumption was quickly challenged by the differences in the couple's religious backgrounds. Katie Holmes comes from a Catholic background with beliefs that are completely contrary to the principles of the Church of Scientology. Although Holmes initially seemed open to exploring her husband's religion, as the demands of the church increased, the tension in their marriage became impossible to ignore. The conflict between Cruise's deep commitment to Scientology and Holmes's more traditional upbringing led to serious disagreements over how Suri should be raised. On June 29, 2012, Katie Holmes shocked the world when she filed for divorce from Tom Cruise in New York, abruptly ending their 5.5-year marriage. The news of this split was not only sudden but also surprising, especially since the couple had presented a seemingly united front to the public. Behind this unification, however, closed-door insiders suggested that Holmes's decision was motivated by growing fears about Scientology's influence on Suri's life. One of the scariest rumors regarding the breakup was Holmes' fear that Suri might be forced into the Church of Scientology's rigorous religious training process. It was reported that Holmes believed Cruise and the church were planning to put Suri in a rigorous training program that could even separate her from her mother for an extended period of time. One particularly disturbing rumor suggests that Suri may be placed on a Science-Link cruise ship, where she will have to immerse herself in the church's teachings for 6 weeks. This was a proposal that Holmes strongly opposed, and one that may have strengthened her resolve to escape the marriage. She was also concerned that people in the church might try to control Suri's life to the point where she could be completely cut off from her mother. These fears prompted Holmes to take decisive legal action, including filing for sole custody. The battle for child custody. Legal analysts note that Katie Holmes's decision to file for divorce in New York rather than California, along with the unexpected swiftness in doing so, suggests careful planning aimed at protecting herself and her family, daughter from the pervasive influence of the Church of Scientology. Days before the divorce became public, there were reports that Holmes and those close to her had meticulously planned her departure, relying on the support of friends and legal experts to ensure the safety of both mother and child. Holmes decided to begin divorce proceedings while Tom Cruise was filming in Iceland, a strategic move intended to avoid immediate confrontation and ensure a legal advantage. A shocking element in this story is the suggestion that Holmes and Suri must escape the surveillance of the Church of Scientology. Reports indicate that Holmes was under surveillance from the church while preparing her divorce petition, which added to her already great anxiety. These fears are amplified by the accounts of those who have left the church, who describe the intimidation and control tactics the church uses to punish those who want to leave or criticize the organization. Holmes's secretive actions were widely interpreted as a desperate attempt to protect both her and Suri from similar reprisals. After the divorce, Katie Holmes was awarded primary custody of Suri, while Tom Cruise retained visitation rights. Cruise agreed to pay the family $400,000 annually in child support until Suri turned 18 years old. The divorce settlement was finalized just 11 days after it was filed, a time frame almost unheard of in high-profile cases, suggesting both sides were eager to avoid a protracted public battle. The agreement reportedly included a key stipulation that Suri would have no contact with Scientology, an important victory for Holmes in his fight to keep his daughter away from the influence of the church. After leaving Scientology, Katie Holmes returned to her Catholic background and enrolled Suri at St. Francis Xavier in New York City. This was seen as a move that reaffirmed her beliefs and values, and demonstrated her determination to raise Suri in a faith consistent with her views. The relationship between Tom Cruise and Suri. One of the lingering questions following the divorce is about the status of Tom Cruise's relationship with daughter Suri over the years. It was rumored that their once close relationship had broken down largely due to Cruise's unwavering devotion to Scientology and the church's strict policies, which required members to sever ties with those who leave or criticize the organization. Although Tom Cruise has remained largely silent about the details of his relationship with Suri, his limited public appearances with her and the growing gap between them have only fueled speculation. Suri Cruise's decision to change her name to Suri Noel when she graduates high school in June 2024 is a notable development in the story of her relationship with her father. Suri Cruise, her parents' search for identity and independence after divorce. Upon graduation, Suri chose to become Suri Noel, a move that seemed to signal a desire to create an identity closer to her mother, Katie Holmes, and less tied to her father, Tom Cruise. The name Noel can have a personal or emotional meaning, but its real weight lies in the message it sends about how Suri views her relationship with her parents, especially with Tom Cruise. For years, Suri and Katie Holmes lived in New York City, far away from the Hollywood spotlight that had once graced their lives. Tom Cruise's fame and his association with the Church of Scientology have had far-reaching effects on the personal life of his daughter, Suri. By publicly distancing herself from her father's name at key moments, like her high school graduation, Suri sent a powerful message that reflected the independence she had nurtured. This could hint at the reported tension in her relationship with Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise's absence from Suri's graduation comes as no surprise to those familiar with their complicated family dynamics. Cruise has been noticeably absent from many key moments of his daughter's life, which is consistent with ongoing reports of estrangement. While Suri celebrated her achievement, Tom Cruise made headlines by attending Taylor Swift's concert at Wembley Stadium with NFL star Travis Kelce. Cruise's appearance at this event further increased public curiosity about the true nature of the relationship between him and Suri. Despite clear signs of distance between them, Tom Cruise has consistently denied claims that he has grown distant from his daughter. In a 2013 defamation lawsuit, Cruise vehemently denied allegations that he abandoned Suri. He maintained that he maintained regular contact with her, by phone, and monitored her life emotionally and financially. Despite such assurances, speculation about the extent of their contact persisted. The first public indication of Suri's name change appeared on the casting sheet for her high school play, The Addams Family, where she was listed as Morticia Addams under the name Suri Noel. This choice was further confirmed when she participated in another school production, Head Over Heels, where she again chose the name Suri Noel. By repeatedly using her new name in a variety of public and semi-public contexts, Suri is clearly trying to redefine her identity, trying to escape the shadow cast by her birth name Suri Cruise. Although the exact reasons behind the name change remain confidential, the move shows a conscious effort by Suri to build a more independent and separate identity. Suri Cruise's decision to abandon the identity associated with her famous parents can be seen as part of a broader personal quest to assert her own identity and identity. This is especially important in light of the intense scrutiny she has endured since birth, due to her parents' high-profile relationship and subsequent divorce. This decision was not a single act, but an expression of a process of self-affirmation in many aspects of her life. While in high school, experiences such as plays often have important influences on teenagers. Suri's choice of Sue Noel as her name in plays like The Addams Family not only helped her redefine her identity, but did so in a space where friends and teachers witnessed this transformation. Interestingly, Giving up her famous identity is not a unique case for Suri. She is part of a growing trend among children of famous stars who are choosing to stay away from names associated with their famous parents. Recently, Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's children have also made similar choices. Zahara and Vivian, the couple's children, chose Jolie as their primary surname instead of continuing to use Pitt. Furthermore, Shiloh Jolie Pitt, another child of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, went further by asking to legally drop her last name when she turned 18, now known as Shiloh Noel. Jolie. This suggests a formal and legal approach to redefining one's identity, reflecting the individual's autonomy in choosing a name. This trend shows that children of famous stars are asserting their autonomy in choosing their identities, choosing names that reflect their personal identities rather than conforming to public expectations. For Suri Cruise, attending her high school prom was not only a milestone but also a rare insight into the life of a young woman who had largely grown away from the spotlight. Public attention, thanks to the efforts of her mother, Katie Holmes. The ball was held at the Ascent Lounge in Midtown Manhattan, a sophisticated venue known for its sleek space and stunning views of the city's skyline. Suri attended the event with senior Toby Cohen, and together they shared a night that was both meaningful and memorable. Throughout the evening, Suri and Toby were inseparable, their connection clear as they celebrated the end of their high school journey with their friends, embracing each other tightly in happiness and affection. Toby Cohen, who accompanied Suri to prom, has a deep passion for music, which he regularly shows through his social media accounts, even though his profile is set to mode, privacy level. Still, he attracted attention on platforms like TikTok and YouTube, where he shared covers of popular songs. Toby's musical talents don't just stop at the screen. Earlier this year, he captivated audiences with a high school recital where he performed soulful piano music, showing off his artistic potential. This fall, Toby prepares to attend Berklee College in Boston, a prestigious institution known for shaping the careers of talented musicians. His acceptance to Berklee marked the beginning of a promising future in the music industry. Meanwhile, Suri Cruise's plans to go to college have become a hot topic of discussion. A short video on TikTok, though quickly taken down, showed Suri wearing a red Carnegie Mellon University sweater, sparking speculation that she may be attending the prestigious university in Pittsburgh in the fall. Carnegie Mellon is known for its rigorous academic programs, especially in the fields of arts and technology. If Suri does indeed enroll at CMU, this would demonstrate a serious commitment to her studies and possibly a desire to pursue a career in the field. The arts, a deep interest that perhaps had its roots in CMU's family's prestigious drama school, is one of the nation's leading training centers, having produced many actors, directors, and the writer's success was due to the rich creative environment in which he was surrounded. In that context, Suri and Toby chose their own creative path. They were spotted strolling through Central Park on a romantic evening. The couple, with headrests and gentle kisses, appear to enjoy each other's company, which is reflected in the comfort and ease of their relationship. For outfits, Toby wore jogging pants and a Guns N' Roses t-shirt, and Suri wore jogging shorts and a gray MIT t-shirt, reflecting her youthful and casual style. When the two appeared in Central Park, the simplicity and naturalness of their outfits not only showed an approachable side, but also brought loveliness. During Suri's childhood, she was often seen in trendy outfits that reflected the latest styles and created a special appeal. However, as Suri grew up, her mother, Katie Holmes, made an effort to shield her from the bright spotlight, allowing her to experience a more normal life, separate from her famous parents. Suri, despite her connection to the entertainment industry through her mother, did not actively pursue an acting career. Projects such as Rare Objects, Alone Together, and The Insider have made her name associated with the entertainment industry, but her involvement is mainly behind the scenes rather than in front of the camera. In Alone Together, Suri showed off her vocal abilities through a song in the show's opening, while in Rare Objects, she contributed another song, showing her interest in music, rather than acting. Despite her contributions to the arts, Suri has yet to show significant interest in pursuing a professional acting career. Her connection to The Insider is quite remote, as she was only a toddler at the time of this film's release. This connection may stem from the fact that her father, Tom Cruise, has been a prominent figure in the entertainment industry for decades. However, Suri herself did not take on any role in this film. Katie Holmes, whose top priority was providing Suri with a solid education and a normal childhood experience, did not let her parents' fame get in the way of her development. Katie has always focused on providing Suri with typical childhood activities, from going to school and spending time with friends to exploring her personal interests while keeping her out of the public eye. Discussion and communication. In interviews, Katie Holmes has emphasized her desire for privacy for her daughter, allowing Suri the freedom to make her own decisions about whether or not to step into the spotlight in the future. As Suri continues to mature, her future opens up to many possibilities, whether it's following in her parents' footsteps in the arts or choosing a completely new path. Suri is now living life on her own terms, away from the spotlight and strict scrutiny that defined her early years. However, Suri isn't the only famous kid looking to forge her own path. In a world of fame filled with stories of reincarnation and secrets, even the biggest stars have things that have never been revealed. In the end, each person must face the truth they have kept secret for so long. Don't miss our next video where we will reveal a shocking confession from a veteran Hollywood icon, Brad Pitt. Finally, he went public with what many had long suspected. Click the link to discover surprising facts and learn more about one of entertainment's most mysterious and enduring figures. You definitely don't want to miss this.